and you're cutting my hair. You're literally cutting my hair as I'm speaking into the mic, which is a surreal experience. This
first time for me too.
Why did you choose this path?
I think it chose me. So just bring all of your attention to this point in your head where I'm pulling at your hair slightly the first snip. Yes.
You got Sikhs men in Sikhism don't cut hair because that's part of their faith. Rastafarians also have locks. In Islam, my background, women aren't supposed to cut their hair. They're supposed to leave it long.
I think people are absolutely desperate for a bit of ritual.
Hi, hello, and welcome to Ritually. I'm Nellifer Hidayat, journalist, host, and the maker of a mean lemon drizzle cake, if I may say so. Now in our studio to chat and perform a ritual to see if it can make me and you feel better is Chand, a hair priestess, who will be cutting my hair live. Now when I say I'm a guinea pig for you folks, I put my hair where my mouth is. I don't think that means what I want it to mean, but we're going to move on very quickly. For those of you not watching Ritually on Spotify, you should head over there right now, because this one, you're going to need to see to believe. You could see, right, that my hair is basically, right down to my bum, okay? It's overgrown and my fringes down to my shoulders. Now, this ritual could not come sooner for me, but I've got a bit of a love-hate relationship with haircuts. Now, across all cultures and religions, hair is a spiritual and symbolic process. Hair is made of keratin, right? And this is organized into highly ordered helical microfibrils, which is a wordy way of saying that hair is basically a crystalline structure. Now, crystals hold and produce energy. Notice that I didn't say that hair produces energy, right? Okay. I'm curious and careful with this episode, so come with me as I get my hair cut by a hair priestess to see if this hair ceremony works, or will I have a bad hair day?
Right. If you close your eyes for me,
okay.
I'm just going to spritz your aura.
Spritz my aura.
Okay. I'm taking a couple of nice deep inhales.
Ooh.
Quite refreshing.
Ooh.
So we're going to do a mini ritual today. Normally that would be a bit longer and there'd be a hair wash involved, but the hair to me holds a lot of energy. So we're going to do a bit of a brushing ritual and a little bit of a cut around the face. I think that's
right. Because I was saying to you actually that haircuts for me could be quite love or hate or quite traumatizing, just because I can't sit still for that long. 3-4 hours, it feels like an intense time. And so I've just let my hair grow out. But this particularly annoys me. It makes me feel like Wednesday, and I feel really like restricted. So Wednesday Addams, to be precise. Yes. So I feel like a bit of the Addams family. So if we could do anything with that, I think
lift that up. Yeah. And I think when you've got hair this long, then I presume you do wear it up a lot. Wear it behind. So it's quite nice when you've got these for them to be pretty and to be shaping your face and your bone structure.
I like pretty.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Let's do this.
Let's do it. So what I will do beforehand is just use this tuning fork to just settle your energy. This tuning fork is to the hertz of 111 frequency, which is the holy frequency. And I'm just going to, if you just close your eyes.
Yeah.
Take a nice deep breath in and a full exhale out. I'm just going to hold this on your shoulder here and just feel the vibrations moving through your body.
Ooh.
And just letting your shoulders come down, letting yourself relax into the space. Just turning your focus inwards a little bit. Keeping you balanced, I'm going to do both sides. Okay. Nice deep breath in. And exhale. Feel your shoulders coming down. Ooh. They're quite powerful, these little things. There's no sound. It's all coming, the vibration is coming through the little hole at the end, which goes deep into the cells of the body. It's very rejuvenating, very relaxing.
Yeah.
So before we start actually cutting any hair, I'd really like you to set your own intention, and you can do this internally. You don't have to tell me what it is. But it's a really great day for a hair ritual, actually, because
Why?
it's a lunar eclipse tomorrow.
Oh!
Tomorrow, but we're in the lunar eclipse energies.
Yes.
So we've been dissolving things from our past, bits of our identity that no longer resonate. So within this ritual, you can be letting go of something that no longer serves you, or that you don't identify with anymore.
I can think of something, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, something came to mind straight away, quite
That'll be the
clearly.
one then.
So I light this
So
candle.
you have a little internal intention.
Right.
So sort of say it to yourself. You can put your hand on your heart.
Okay. So for the listeners, what I'm about to do is light a candle and hopefully have an intention. So I'm going to start with that and then light the candle and then we go from there.
And we'll go from there. Nice deep breath. Okay, you can light your candle and mark the ceremony.
Okay.
Shall we put that back in there?
There we go.
Great. Okay, I'm going to start by
Lovely.
brushing your hair.
Okay. So we've set intention, we've cleansed my feet, and now we've come to actually brushing the hair. And I know this is going to be much quicker and more of a demonstration for you, but how did you even get into this idea of a hair ceremony? Because hair is something we all have to deal with anyway. Turning into a ceremony, I've never even thought about.
Oh, well, I mean, I feel like I've been a hairdresser for a very long time. And it was only when I became more conscious myself and aware of energy that I noticed the impact that my energy was having on the person in my chair and how their aura shifted and they looked so uplifted once I'd finished, where in comparison to people who had had their hair done by someone who was in a really bad mood.
Oh, God.
And they were literally white knuckling the hair chair.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it made me think, yeah, it's transferable and everything is energy. And of course, this is a really special moment, a very intimate moment. And if we can do it in a sacred way, then we can really serve people their confidence, their life chapters. Yeah, there's loads of reasons why it would benefit someone to have a ceremony when they're having their hair done.
Because if I think about it, nobody in my life gets quite as intimate and close to me as my hairdresser. I tell them things that I wouldn't tell anyone, and they're also really close to me, like really touching parts of me anyway, for quite a long time. So is intimacy play out a lot in a hair ceremony? How does it work?
I think in hairdressing generally, it is. I have clients who are single in their 60s, women that don't get touched by anybody else. So it's a really special occasion for them to come and have a hair wash and to have some loving energy. So they would have a hair ceremony a couple of times a year where it's a little bit longer and a little bit more gentle. And yeah, I mean, I don't even know if they really understand the impact, but they've chosen it for a reason.
Yeah, I've never thought of that. So people who are not lonely, but people who are perhaps not super close to anyone, they might not have a loved one, they might be quite alone in their lives, they come to see you?
Yes, yeah. And they're maybe not comfortable with massage, but they're comfortable with getting their hair washed.
And what are you doing now?
I'm just
So you
applying a little bit of an oil, a ritual oil to your ends. This is, you can smell the different essential oils. I made this one out of argan oil, almond oil, meadow foam, which is a British flower, and borage. And the essential oils in there are
Yeah, you've
Sandalwood,
got.
cypress wood. You can read that.
I can.
You
I'm gonna read this whilst you oil my lovely hair. Chamomile,
Lovely.
sandalwood, cedarwood, cypress are the essential oils as well. So this is quite. You take it quite seriously, and you are very intentional with it.
Yes.
Do people react to it in different ways? Have you had some extreme human reactions in the hair ceremony?
I think people really, I love what you're doing with this podcast because I think people are absolutely desperate for a bit of ritual. And I usually get with moments like this, with the oils, with the smell of the oils, with the crystals, and especially my little wooden runes that I've made out of tree medicines.
We'll get to that later.
Yeah, I get this effect. Ooh. Which is really nice. So I think people just want a bit of magic in their life. They're sick of doom and gloom, and just want to know that magic exists.
Oh, okay. So this is for you as spiritual as it is anything else. Has anyone cried? Has anyone felt a release of emotion? Anything like that, Chant?
Yeah, absolutely. There's been tears, laughter. I think tears happen quite a lot.
If you come a bit closer.
Come a bit closer.
Yeah, I want to see you.
Okay. Yeah, quite often people will have an emotional release during the ceremony. I find the music can be quite powerful. I haven't put it on today because we're talking about the process. But this can really bring stuff up in people as well.
Yeah.
And just having somebody whose heart is really open, holding space for them, can feel, quite, healing.
Amazing. So you've got the runes here. You've got lots of boxes. There seems to be beeswax.
It's actually snake skin.
Okie dokie.
Yes, snake energy is all about transformation.
Mother Mary and Joseph. Okay,
I won't be putting any in your hair or tying any little snake skin ribbons
Is it to
in.
do with the year of the snake last year, or is this symbolic for any other reasons?
Any year, the snake energy is really powerful for transformation. So
Wow.
given that I know you're only having a small snip at the front today, it will transform a little bit the look that you have at the moment. So you may feel a bit different afterwards.
I feel a bit different now. I feel the best I can describe it is like coming up. Like if you've...
Oh, right.
Like I feel a bit like jazzy, like a little bit energetic, uplifted. Is that right?
Great. That works for me.
Am I making this up, or do I actually feel it?
Whatever comes up for you.
Yeah, this is incredible. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
We're doing it.
So I am going to just spray some blessed water over your
Come a bit closer to me so I can... If you just... There we go.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'll try not to spray any electricals.
They'll deal with it. I'm so in the moment. Hairdressing as well, aside from the transformation and the intimacy that we've talked about, it can also be, I think, a moment to look after oneself, self-care. And it's so expensive nowadays to get a proper haircut and everything. This could, for some people, be a treat, right?
I feel like it's an occasion to have a hair ceremony. It wouldn't necessarily be your everyday process, but to have a hair ceremony on a special occasion, special birthday, life change. I've noticed, especially with women, because mostly I serve women, that when they are going through quite a big life change, they will symbolise it with a different haircut or a different hairstyle. And it's really been lovely to support that in a very intentional way, rather than just, unconscious within the salon, to actually, really create a ceremony out of it.
Why did you choose this path?
I think it chose me. I just feel I just became more and more spiritual, and I just feel like everything in life it doesn't need to be, it can be the mundane as well. It can be something very simple, like making your cup of tea in the morning. It's how we approach life. Okay, so now I'm going to get you to re-engage with your energy.
Okay.
So just bring all of your attention to this point in your head where I'm pulling at your hair slightly. And I'd like you just to take a couple of nice deep breaths and breathe up any density that might be in your body from your mind into that area that I'm just tugging at. We're going to cut it away. Yeah, just feel it all coming through the follicles into the strands of hair, ready for release. Okay, I'm going to do the first snip.
Oh, wow.
Did that feel different?
Yeah. I can hear my heartbeat. I don't know if I'm excited or...
Yeah. Feel your body is responding.
Definitely. Genuinely, I can feel my heartbeat in the back of my throat, but not in an anxious way or anything like that. More of like as though I've been waiting for this.
Well,
in a way.
Length of your hair now looks like you have been waiting some time.
Yes, noted. I shouldn't have waited this long for a haircut, I grant you. But there's definitely feeling a bit... Did you say that I would feel warm?
I didn't say you would feel anything, but I feel like it's...
It's making me warm.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, my ears are getting a bit hot.
Oh.
Maybe it's the snake skin. It's really wonderful.
It could be my energy as well. I've got a lot of fire.
You do.
Yeah. You might be picking up on that.
I think I am as well. And you do this for people who want to transform and who want to change.
Yes.
But do you do it for other reasons? I mean, when you're in the salon, obviously you need to make a profit, right? This has to be a business. Do you sometimes think about that, like the fact that you need to get people through the door, or is that a different part of your life?
I actually work on the salon floor as well.
Ah.
So I work in a salon that has a private space, so that we can provide that environment for a proper deep hair ceremony. But I also work on the salon floor as a colour specialist as well.
Oh, there we go. I feel like because I know this is a hair ceremony, as though I'm making, and you're cutting my hair, you're literally cutting my hair as I'm speaking into the mic, which is a surreal experience. This
first time for me too.
Has to be one of the most interesting interviews I've done in my career. But it's a lot to do with the contact with you as well. I mean, you speak about your fire energy or how you choose to be here today, but it also feels as though you and I deciding that this is important makes it important. Yes. Right?
Yeah, exactly. And it's a joint effort, you know. I don't feel like I'm in any way special. I just feel like people will be drawn to the process and find me, whether it's for regular hair service or a hair ceremony. You know, I think there's a lot of hairdressers out there that are already, you know, without really knowing it, providing healing for their clients, their guests.
100%. Oh, I probably shouldn't shake my head. 100%. I believe that wholeheartedly. What are you getting from me? Are you feeling any difference or any energy from me?
Your cheeks look a little bit rosier. Definitely. This is very youthful as well, cutting this shorter.
Yeah.
I must admit, you know, because I haven't got a mirror here, I sort of felt like the right amount to take off, and it's looking good.
We haven't even discussed how much you're cutting. I have no idea what you're doing. This is incredible. This is most times when I'm getting my hair cut, it's quite a detailed understanding, but I feel like we're just going with it.
There's a trust going on here.
Yes.
Isn't it? Yeah, which is really nice. And I think that obviously I'm talking to someone who really is into ritual and understands that we're energy. And I think our subtle bodies brought us to each other. You know, that's nice. So now that we've met, now that we have a joint
Yeah.
intention
Yes.
to share this.
Yes.
But yeah, it was going to go right.
It was going to go right, even
if
though
one
we
of
haven't-
us was off key,
have you ever turned people down and gone, you're not
I
ready?
definitely have.
Tell me, cut my hair and spill the tea.
Well, sometimes people have very vivid expectations and want perfection, which doesn't exist. And in that case, if I feel like I'm not going to be able to make them happy or meet that expectation, then I won't.
Really?
Yeah.
You have turned someone down though?
Yeah.
Tell me.
Mainly because they had told me that they'd had a terrible haircut and they walked out before the person had finished.
Ooh.
And when I asked them how much they'd paid for this haircut, they told me it was at a training school, and I didn't get a good vibe from that.
No, they probably wanted you to perform more than their expectations were set high.
Exactly.
Okay, got you. Now you've got, how, are we done? How's it
I'm
going?
looking at it thinking it looks...
You feel like you're done.
I feel like there's just one little bit on this side
go.
that could go. Right, let's take that bit there.
Cutting
It's
a
very
bit more.
beautiful, your hair.
Thank you. I did so much research for this episode, found out that hair is almost like, I mean, there's so many cultures and rituals around hair.
Yes.
You've got Sikhs who that men in Sikhism don't cut hair because that's part of their faith. Rastafarians also have locks. In Islam, my background, women aren't supposed to cut their hair. They were supposed to leave it long as a sunnah, as a virtue, as it were. So hair is deeply tied to spirituality.
And has been for a long time, plus our crown. If you think about it, our crown chakra, which in Sikhi is a 10th gate. It's your access from spirit.
Yeah.
So this is if you think your eyelashes and your eyebrows are protecting your eyes, they're very sensitive. We have glands under our armpits. There's hair there. There's hair in other areas which are very sensitive. So, the fact that we've got all this hair on our heads really means to me that this is a very sensitive area and requires like a very sensitive approach.
Amazing. Yeah. How are we done? Are we done with our...
Let's bring this hair out.
Okay.
And let me have a little...
Cool.
I really feel like I should have brought a mirror for you now.
Don't you even worry about it. We're going to do a big reveal later.
Great.
Oh.
Are you already feeling less like Wednesday?
Yes, less like Wednesday Addams and more like Nella for Hidayat. How does it look?
It looks great.
This is brilliant.
I think it's a really good length.
How do we close the practice? What do we do?
Okay, so let's come back to your centre. Mm-hmm. Take another couple of nice deep breaths. Draw in all the goodness of spirit above through your crown. And just internally announce to yourself that you're more free and that your intention has come good.
Done.
Do you want to blow out your candle?
I'm going to blow out my candle. Well, here I am. New hair, new me, who dis? My husband won't recognise me. I have to say that was beautiful. I loved it. It was so gentle. It felt therapeutic. It felt like you and I were making a connection. And the chat was wonderful. I hope it makes good radio. I don't really know if cutting hair is exactly brilliant radio, but the experience was beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
No, truly it was. Now, I was reading about you online, and there's a Glamour article that talks about spiritual haircuts with Chand. The journalist in that case did a brilliant job, but it sounded as though she wanted you to solve her problem or to somehow cut spirituality in her. How do you deal with people when they kind of walk in and expect you to solve their problem or connect somehow to the divine or whatever?
I'm a very real person, and I do believe that spirituality is everyday life. It's very real things for me. So it doesn't, and we're just a facilitator to open the space, a portal really for someone else to do their own work. Yeah. So if there may have been a bit of disappointment in someone's ceremony, that's part of it. So I accept that as if they go away angry, they needed to feel angry, and I detach from any responsibility from that. I pray beforehand. So long as I've put my goodwill in there, then I feel like I'm good.
Yeah.
Do my best.
Yeah.
And whatever comes up for them is really for them and should serve them if they can look at it.
How do you look after yourself when you're being so intimate and so vulnerable with people?
That is a great question because it has been a bit of a journey. I'm very empathic. Like I have a lot of sevens in my numbers, which means my aura is both my challenge and my strength. So my aura is a bit like lace when I'm vulnerable and everything gets in. So like it's great for communing with trees, but not so great for the Piccadilly line, right?
Oh man,
Yeah.
preach from the altar on that one, please.
So I do prayer and I do meditation every morning. I do my best to protect myself and strengthen my aura, especially if I'm in that point of my bleed.
Yeah, no, exactly. I actually started my period this morning, so I'm super sensitive, and it just felt like you calmed and kind of, I think you can sense that I'm a little edgy.
Yeah, not too bad.
I got hair in my mouth. But that's normal. Just had a haircut.
Just happens.
Salons, though, can be quite stressful environments,
Massively
maybe?
overstimulate. And I mean, my vision really is to have a beauty space, which is a wellness space. So, there's intentionality around the environment, the way the things are laid out. So hair dryers are in one space. So wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah.
So that you could actually have an experience of a hair wash or a colour where you don't have to shout over the noise and the music is a better vibration.
I think that's why I don't like getting haircuts.
It can be a highly stressful environment.
3 hours of and then the chat, and then people around you, and then there's the smell of the hair bleach and da-da-da. So I think what you're doing is completely different because you're connecting it. You kept making me breathe and feel connected to myself. Whereas I like to space out and dissociate, completely different energy. So I really enjoyed that. Why do you call yourself a hair priestess?
It was a little bit of a play on words from the tarot deck, the High Priestess, I have to say.
I love it.
Yeah. And I don't know, like it came about, how things evolved. Like I don't know whether my path will just remain at holding ceremonies for people, whether it will evolve into training other people in how to hold space. And that's what I'd quite like other hairdressers who are doing it unconsciously to do it consciously.
Do your colleagues think that you're mad?
Totally.
Yeah.
Most of them.
What do they think?
They're a bit like, jaw drops a little bit like, what are you doing in that room? What's happening? Especially when women come out and they're buzzing, because they've just had a reading as well, because I do readings during the ceremony for people, especially if they're having colour. Then while their colour's developing, we can look at their astrology chart or pull some runes. And, this is very nice for anybody who's on their path, on their spiritual path, to get a little guidance too.
Amazing. And you mentioned trees, you mentioned your religion, you mentioned praying. What faith or spiritual practice are you involved with?
So I am a qualified Kundalini yoga teacher, and really it found me, yoga. I ended up teaching in India for 10 years, like not going from London to India to teach a course for L'Oreal. And, it got in me, I think. So, and now Kundalini yoga uses a lot of Sikh mantra. So, and I ended up reading the Japji, which is a Sikh book, daily. And I found it like it's a really important part of my daily routine now. Just, like powerful.
How does that fit in with the ruins and the snake skin and the essential oils? I mean, are those the ruins there?
Yes, they are.
So what are we doing with the ruins? Because I feel like maybe it's a bit late in the episode for an astrology reading.
Absolutely, but that's totally on the cards if you want to at any point.
Another point. Another point. But what is that?
So when I first started getting into spirituality, obviously there's some cultures where it's still, the lineage still exists. But in the UK, we're really lost. And actually the land, I feel, is the teacher. So I learnt from a Celtic witch who lives in Glastonbury for an ancient tree medicine system. Okay. There is not much written in Celtic it's beyond words and stuff. So a bit of translation. So all of these little runes
Okay,
are
so
made from different trees.
can I just quickly, so for our listeners, I've got, I don't know if you can hear this.
Oh,
I'm
one
dropping
drop.
that.
That's
One
your
drop.
one.
That's my one. I've got a bunch of, they're all different. Are they different trees?
They're from different trees and
so
shrubs.
there's, I'd say maybe a dozen?
20.
20 of these beautiful different trees with runes on them. I'm putting them back in the bag they came in, and the one that I dropped. Because I'm not
Oh, thank you.
I'm not.
Yeah, can't lose one.
Can't lose one. I wouldn't know where to get you a
Blackberry?
blackberry
Yeah.
tree. So what are we doing with them? How are we processing these?
So you can use them like you would use any other divination tool. Some people pick a few and throw them and cast them, and then I would interpret how they land.
Okay.
Which is a little bit of a longer process, but maybe for today, if you wanted to pull one,
Okay.
we can
Here we go.
pick a tree, and if you have a question beforehand, or just guidance for the.
I've got a question. Can I ask it or?
If you want, you can ask it. You can keep it internal and.
Yeah. I'm going to keep it internal and see how far we go. Okay, hold on. Here I go. So I'm going to pick one now. I have picked this.
Wow, this is the yew tree. So the yew medicine is the last one in the 20 trees of the Celtic. It's called Ogham or Ogham if you're a Cockney like me. So the yew tree is very sacred. It's the most spiritual and connected. It's the final picture, if you like. It's like Pisces energy in the zodiac, where it's about connection to the oneness of spirituality, ancestors, as well as peace and deep meditation. So
That's what I asked for.
for peace.
That's what I was going to say. No, you didn't get it. You didn't get it. And then you said peace. That's exactly what I asked for.
Beautiful.
I want the world to have a little bit more peace. And that would be ideal. This has been a truly wonderful experience. I'm going to give you the rune back.
Thank you very much.
It feels as though there's so much going on and there's so much growth in this space. Is hair ceremonies a growing trend, or is it just you on your own at the minute?
It is 100% a growing trend. And I feel like with a increasingly digitalized world, that industry of the beauty industry is somewhere where you can't take the human element out of it. And I feel like it's a place of connection. And when we connect on a more heart-to-heart level, this is how we bond and we get through darker times. So I really hope, and I'm not alone with the hair ceremony. There's a few women doing it. There's a beautiful brand I work with as well called Innocence. I have some of their products for you to take with you today.
Oh, that's so generous. You do not have to do that.
They've got a little affirmations and intentions on the back of the bottles, and they're all organic. They're so well, I haven't got my glasses on, but
I feel like I'm...
very small writing.
This is gorgeous. Hydration cream. I love this Innocence stuff. But what do you recommend? Where should people who are listening, who are watching, if they want to get involved with hair ceremonies, how should they start, Chand?
If they're already in the practice of hairdressing, or
if they're wanting to get involved?
Okay, well, there's multiple ways. If you're outside of, you can come visit me for sure in London at Knightsbridge, at the Errol Douglas Salon. Then I'll be happy to serve you there. And come and meet me if you want a consultation first, and just to have a little feel of my energy. I'm totally down with that. If not, if you have a hairdresser that you're really loyal to and really close to, and you're both having those conversations, ask if it's okay. Ask your hairdresser if it's okay to take a few breaths beforehand and set an intention before you get your hair done.
Amazing. Okay, so that's what people can do. People can find you on social media. We'll make sure that we link everything to the notes on this episode. I have been so looking forward to this. I feel incredible. We're going to style my hair and I'll see you on the outro.
Awesome.
Well, that was a first for me. I've never had a haircut live on a show before. I think I love it. It was an incredible experience. What the hair ceremony did what it worked doing was essentially making me feel much more connected to my own body, making deliberate decisions. And when Chand was asking me to kind of like pull my hair up and think about releasing things, it was such a cathartic moment. So it did work like that. I'm so grateful for her presenting this opportunity to me, and I really enjoyed it. And I'm thinking about going back and doing it again. Right, that's it from us for this episode. Ritually was created by the talented Sarah Kendall and me, Nellifer Hidayat. This episode was written and produced by me, Nellifer Hidayat. Our assistant producer is Nikki Rosen, and our sound engineer is Matt Sampson. Ritually is brought to you by Ariana Productions. Special thanks to Bradley Hope and Brazen Studios, where this podcast is recorded.